Hey, this is Ming Tsai on CHIC.TV.
What brings you to the awards this year, especially considering the economic climate?
Actually, that's the reason to be here. It's the James Beard Foundation, which I've been involved with. I was just figuring it out, 15, 18 years. It is really, it's what has actually made the American culinary scene. Think back 15 years ago, it was all about French food, right? And the French chefs of France ruled, and they're still really good. But now America's really taken. Even Paul Bocuse said that a few years ago, that America's taken the torch. And the foundation not only certainly helped made me and a lot of the chefs around here, but it's still taking the younger chefs, and most importantly, the guys that cannot afford culinary school that we provide scholarships for. It gives them a chance. Because, look, even if you don't end up being a chef, but you go to chef school, you learn how to cook. And if you learn how to cook, guess what? You'll always eat. If you always eat, you'll always be happy. Because, look, I've never met anyone in my life that was hungry and happy. It doesn't happen.
That's why all those skinny models are never happy.
Well, duh. Seriously, I will never be 100 pounds. I was born 112. And no, but in all seriousness, you have to eat and enjoy food. And I'm lucky. I'm the most blessed person in the world because I get to play with food. I get to serve it to people like you and people out there. And I actually can make people happy. How many occupations are there out there that you can make people instantly happy? Look, you're Fortune 500, you can make people happy and investors after a year's worth of blah, blah, blah. You're an artist, you come to the museum, you make them happy for that, those 20 seconds of looking at the painting. You're a chef, you come into my restaurant for 2 hours, I can make you the queen of the earth and the happiest person in the world, and then you go on and do your own business, but I got you for those 2 hours, and there's no job in the world that hits all 5 of those senses. I say that all the time.
Well, that's a real skill.
And it's real luck that I got to do what I got to do. And I can talk for every chef here. We get to do what we would love to do. We play with food. Seriously, how hard is that?
That's true. You do get to play a lot.
You get to play a lot.
So what are your big plans for this upcoming year? You always have your hands in everything. This year, what's it going to be?
That's a great question. I'm not doing more restaurants. You hear that from everyone else. I'm one restaurant. We've had Blue Ginger for 11 years. I'm very proud of that. I'm still doing retail at Target. I've been with Target since 2000, so we're doing more cool, healthier kind of Ming cuisine, if you would, is the working term. I have a really cool chip that's coming out nationally. I can't say with who, but it's a national chip that's coming out. It's baked, not fried. It's incredibly tasty with whole grains. So I'm doing stuff like that. I'm certainly going to tape season 7 Simply Ming. I'm doing a new book. It'll be part cookbook, part story. And I got to get my handicap down to a 5, so that's enough. And the last part's the hardest.
Can I have the first bag of chips?
Yes, you can have the first bag of chips there, absolutely. That's going right to CHIC.TV.
Okay, you got to tell me your all-time favorite dish.
It's got to be Peking duck. I was just in Beijing for the Olympics, and of course I ate it every day, and I've eaten it as a kid. The reason I love it so much is that it's a real labor of love when you make Peking duck for someone. It's a 48-hour process. You gotta blow the duck up. There's how many dishes do you blow up, right? Seriously. And I actually just said this at lunch. We were at Del Posto for a fantastic lunch, and I'm telling the story to the table. They always says there's a very brave man or woman that ate their first oyster. What about the guys that decided to blow a duck? What were they on? Seriously. Oh, hey, Wong Fu, let's go blow a duck. Think about it. Just think about it really hard. All right. So it wasn't me, but I get to perfect the process, and it's absolutely delicious.